Hey monsters, it's Rita here, and today's my first solo practice for our concert.
Oh, so sweet!
It's good to see. I really like this type of content, especially from the idols in the era of everyone's a fucking liar.
Oh, sure.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, is that what she did?
Is it? Is it? It is from that era of music.
Yeah.
For his solo, right?
Yes. It is.
It is.
It is, yeah. This is from the
Raw clip. Nice. Okay. So it's a raw clip of me just trying it out for the first time. I love this shit from YG.
Me too.
Let them be authentically them and let them be judged for their raw talent. Put it out there. So many idols, if they did this, people would realize, oh my god, the idol I love and the group I defend online, even though they're fucking strangers, and I die for them or whatever the fuck, suck.
Oh.
Crazy.
Honestly, the song is such
Wild
a weird
choice. But they have history with the songs, right?
Yeah.
So there's like a track.
It's the song. It's the original
Okay,
track.
okay.
On stage, so I'm quite excited, and I think it'll be a song that a lot of people know and can sing along with me. So it'll be like a fun party.
Nice. Okay.
I'm mostly freestyling, but there are some parts where
Yes, I like this content.
Me
This
too,
is like
sort
some
of like
TikTok
Yeah.
fucking
took
YouTube
over,
creator
like,
shit.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm matching with our dancers, like in this part and also this part over here.
Nice.
It's nice to see the choreographers work with them.
I love that there is a lot of guidance for the freestyle stuff, because when you're on stage, there is especially when you're young, I think it's important to have an idea of what the blocking might be, because different settings and different stages will provide a set of new challenges. So if you have a guideline even in the freestyle, then you know where the boundaries of the stage might be and how to navigate it. This is actually really important.
Process of thinking how we're gonna use the stage to the fullest and what goes well with the song.
It's also nice that to a certain extent there is creative freedom and liberty from the girlie, you know? Obviously limited to a certain
And she's
extent.
having her little pop star moment.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is really good. I mean, this is really good to see from YG. To a certain extent, sometimes, because they become older and they have a tiny bit more miles in their tires, they get, you know, they get loose and they let them be more on their own and stuff like that. Cortis is a good example from that, from Hype. It's not because they're necessarily older. That's just more because of their personality,
Oh,
the
it's also
concept,
because
and
of the branding of the group.
yeah. But with a group like Baby Monster, girl groups are actually usually a little bit more restrictive, the management, than it is with the lads.
And actually, if you look at other girl groups around the same era or maybe a generation previous, you know that their solos are incredibly well structured and particularly narrow in the freedom that they get given. Even if it's a rap freestyle or anything like that, they are very well choreographed in what they're supposed to be doing all
So
the time.
this is lovely to see the fact that she
Yeah,
has
it's
so
quite
much
fun.
guidance. She's not completely alone in this, but there is some space for
Yes.
creative liberty for the girlie to, you know, Farita to express herself. I think she has like a. That's her version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this last part over here, I thought a lot about what to do because I feel like it doesn't really fit with like a choreo, but I guess since it is a concert, it'll be nice to just jump, be crazy, and dance along with you guys, and hoping that you guys will dance along.
Yeah, you sort of did feel this in the.
다 한번 해볼까요? 네.
Nice.
그렇습니다.
Let's go. This is one for the boys and sisters. I don't know.
So for the sisters and the sisters of my sister and the boys. It is her version.
She just sounds so good in that rapping section. I really thought it was the Nicki verse.
That's the PHARITA version.
Yeah,
Look.
that's really cool. That chorus is crazy.
Yeah, that choreo is wild. To be fair,
Crazy.
the choreos for the girlies have been a bit mental.
As of late, yeah.
As of late. But
It's the new generation. It's the new era of as well. I feel like
I don't know, I've become so desensitized from it because part of the reason, I mean, obviously we are from Latin America. However, you don't, you do get little girls like in the public eye doing that type of stuff. So we're a bit more desensitized than I think most people are. I think especially if you're Korean. But
it's noticeable.
It's very noticeable.
It's noticeable that there is like a new
push
trend,
for that.
a push for it.
Yeah, which is quite rare. I think obviously the girls are maturing with time, and we are pushing towards more mature-esque concepts.
Yeah, more adult-like concepts as they grow older.
But it just also seems to be like fucking unnecessary because it would have been just as much of a candid, as much of a great choreo if you had more candid moments rather than fucking, rubbing your ass against your hand.
Yeah,
I
agree.
This part, fine. This part is a bit unnecessary, though, isn't it? From the dancers.
And even still, like
it is Anaconda Nicki Minaj, though. So
it's not Anaconda.
I know, but it is.
But it's like
it's the Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I understand the concept. I'm just saying, like overall, I've generalized this opinion a bit, but I think it is happening with a lot of like the new girl groups that at the beginning they're very tame and they're very girly, and obviously I understand that they're growing older and they're also exploring new themes and new concepts, but I do think there is a market push. Yeah, there's a marketing push to have them a bit more
mature-esque.
Yeah, a bit more sexualized, I suppose.
Funnily enough, also, like if you pay attention to previous debuts back in the day, in the 2006s, the 2002, the 2012s, even in the early 2000s, the beginning of K-pop up until 2010, you had the Miss A's with, Hush, 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 Baby. One of the girlies was 15. And
it was heavily sexualized.
It was a very sexualized sort of performance. You had, fucking Hani. You had Exit. That was a wild. They weren't necessarily super young, but they were young. So it's always been sort of like a thing in Korean pop. I do feel like
the perception had been a bit more conservative, and so things like Exits, Ip had it. Yeah,
Ip had it.
That seemed so scandalous at the time.
True.
But it's definitely not as sexualized as it is now, because I think the market has sort of like
relaxed,
acclimatized.
I also feel like the fans nowadays
expect this.
Not only expect it, but have accepted it, because I think certain movements have caused the over-sexualization without them realizing that. Like, for example, the whole empowerment aspect of things over-sexualize the market. Because, like, girlies, we get to choose what we do. We can fucking, do whatever we want. Which is fine up until a point, and then it leads to this, and it gets corrupted and misguided and misdirected, and then
it gets weaponized, I think.
And then now I think most people are realizing actually that a lot of idols are even weaponizing other movements for the sake of sales and stuff like that, which is not even true. Which is not even that's not even the values they align with, and none of these labels align with anything. They just align with whatever sells. Yeah. So. It's really weird. It always baffles me that people think like YG is just doing wild choreos, letting the girls do wild choreos because YG is over sexualizing stuff. No, like, bro, it's because you are.
The angles from the down low and like in the music videos and things like that, and I'm like, well.
Yeah, well. But it's because you accept it. It's because we buy it. It's because you buy it.
Yeah.
It's not because he wants. There's like a secret agenda. The secret agenda is money.
And to be honest, it doesn't shock me. Like I'm not like this is not a point of contingency when it comes to like reviewing the music or the performances. But it is something that I have noticed as of late.
Well, Baby Monster aren't the worst culprits of it, but this is an obvious example of. I think this was a bit unnecessary for a PHARITA number.
Yes, yeah.
Even if she is 21 years old or 20 years old, it's sort of like, well, the group is Baby Monster.
Yeah, I don't know.
and you have minors in the group. It's weird. It's bizarre.
I don't know.
You know. It's just so unnecessary for no fucking reason.
Like, we could have done a series of other movements, but this is obviously what's working.
And like they left it in the vlog as well. It's like for
Yeah.
what? Awkward. Ah, she's a girly. Like
Like, she's trying to
Little
figure it out, yeah. Yeah, nice. Obviously, this is more work for adapting her stage to the dancers,
Yeah.
because obviously the dancers do have a lot of work later. Nice.
이 정도만 하면 돼.
I really like this type of content though.
지금은 같이 하는 게 좋아. 그러니까 이게 왜 그러냐면은
So here I was just talking with my dance teachers and giving opinions
It's so
on
funny
the
that they call them
formations.
dance
And so
teachers.
Yeah. Well, they are teachers to them. You know, it's slightly problematic from the reason that I mean, obviously you can improve as you go on. It's just,
That's a weird boundary, bro.
why is it a boundary?
Well, I think that not a boundary. That's like a weird relationship because they already debuted. But I feel like they're still getting like assessed in every performance.
Yeah, true,
Like
true.
I feel like with Baby Monster, they're being very closely monitored and it's very noticeable.
That's true.
But so the fact that she refers to
Them as
her
teachers.
choreographer as a teacher is also a little bit like,
Yeah.
well,
Coach. Maybe it's just an English thing.
maybe it's maybe
just
it's
a
an
language
English
thing.
thing,
But I
but it's
do-
definitely just a choreographer.
But I think the feeling amongst Baby Monster
It's like they're
is
still
they're
getting-
still getting assessed. Like
That's not an A+. Try again. You know,
yeah.
like
hence
I don't
why,
know.
But I think hence why their quality is kind of high.
So high. Yeah, I
you
agree.
know.
I agree with
it's
that.
my
Especially
state.
in the fucking climate of K-pop at the moment, where honestly,
They're honestly one of
life-wise,
the outliers.
they're the
yeah.
leaders at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
moment, and they're so young.
Stage uses a lot of technical stuff. We were trying to match the choreo along with it.
yeah. I agree. Well, this is part of the
Here
whole
is me
process.
running to the computer because an idea popped up. So we were just listening to the music together while I explained my vision for it.
Nice.
약간 아예 주는 거 약간 옛날에 뭐 리선이 막 이런 호흡으로 같이 약간 이런
아, 네.
식으로 하는 것도 귀여워.
안무를 엣지가
그냥 아예 아무 말고 쉬우고 같이 그냥
같은 동작으로 하는
약간
Nice. I like that.
따라서 계속 하는 거 뒤에 약간 조금 맞춰서
Bangs are so popular in South Korea and Japan. Bangs for girls.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has bangs.
Yeah.
The fuck is that about? It's like a really
look?
popular. Yeah,
Yeah,
what a
it's a
look.
look.
할 수 있는
I think it's because it also suits a lot of people features. Stupid face.
Well, let's figure it
Logan.
out.
Talking it
Fucking.
through.
Let's do the Lisa.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, she's opening up. She's relaxing, being more free, and now we go with it. It was a highlight, to be fair.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Good move from PHARITA. Good shit.
Woo!
And
Nice.
lastly,
I
here's a
love
mini
that!
practice video. Love you. Bye.
Okay, let's see
Practice.
it.
Fucking performance video.
Not gonna lie, these dancers are absolutely
Unreal.
fucking unreal.
Yeah, YG dancers are fucking mental.
They really are. They actually are such a highlight of a lot of YG concerts. Actually, I'd like to be in the idol system. I'd like to be a backup dancer with a permanent contract with one label.
Be YG.
Yeah, it would be really. Also, they have some of the best discography to really be cool with.
Yeah. Well,
This is nice.
funnily enough,
Nice.
I'll say something that I think maybe is problematic, but
I like that.
I feel like sometimes YG dancers, the reason why they're some of the best is because I feel like they had to carry sometimes some of the members in some groups. Blackpink is one of the biggest culprits in this aspect. I mean, it's no secret. I think Jennie sometimes struggled with the health. I think Jesus sometimes struggled with choreography. Rose is very, hit or miss sometimes. So I think Blackpink was one of the biggest examples in which like the YG dancers that they chose for Blackpink
For the
tours
tours were
were
like,
fucking impeccable, because I think not only were the girls getting squeezed the fuck out of, they have been one of the few groups in which the lazy allegations always get put on, and it's obviously not fucking out of nowhere. Because every time people always wonder like, oh, maybe you just don't like Blackpink anymore and stuff. It's like, well, you don't really get that from 17, do you? Or you don't really got that ever from Girls' Generation. Or twice, like, oh, the girls are being late. So it's like, it must be for a reason. And some fans must have felt that way. And then when you go ahead and you watch the concert, there are moments in which you're like, this is a bit iffy here. What the fuck is going on? I do think also, one of the parts that no one ever spoke about with Blackpink is the girls got squeezed.
they got so overworked.
They got squeezed a ton. By squeezed, I mean overworked. And I think Jennie got overworked a ton. So I think that never gets discussed. It's just a matter of like, oh, they're perfect or they're lazy. And it's like, well,
there's no in between.
It's sort of in the middle.
However, life is about nuance, and the job of a backup dancer is to fill out that gap.
Yes.
Is to create the right energetic environment for the song, to create the right depth in the stage. Like, the job of a backup dancer is so much more complicated than people give it credit for. But it has obviously been championed in the last few years because dancing has become such a highlight of entertainment overall.
Especially K-pop culture has become such a big element of it,
Correct. So now the attention also it sort of like spreads to the backup dancers, and it's something that is actually quite nice to see.
But I do feel like Baby Monster are not getting squeezed, which is good.
Yet.
I don't. No, I felt like Blackpink got squeezed from the beginning, and not for music.
It's true.
They got squeezed as a product.
Yeah.
Because they barely had any music in the first 3 years of their
I
career.
don't know what happened. That was such a weird.
What YG sometimes blunders, like
It
what
was a little
especially in the
weird.
last 15 years, they have blundered.
Well, remember that he wasn't the CEO. Like, he wasn't an active CEO of the company for a while.
No, I'm not saying YG himself. I'm saying YG Entertainment.
I know, but so I think the creative directions really fluctuated when he was out of the picture, and then now that he's back in the label, a lot of things have sort of like regained.
They've absolutely blundered with Icon. Absolutely
They
blundered
did.
with Treasure. I think Treasure should be basically top 3 most
like-
famous groups in the world.
And like, talk to me about this. They just dropped one of the most iconic and best-selling songs. What is happening? Where are they now? Like,
Touring,
I
I
don't
guess.
understand how they can be so on and off.
They should be fucking
the
plastic.
management is really strange.
It's weird
sometimes.
with Treasure.
Yeah.
Baby Monster are their leader. I feel even
I
more.
also do think that YG's attention is definitely in girl groups at the moment. They have this new girl
Good.
group. Yeah.
Good, because there's a gap. People feel like we're just more mean towards girl groups than boy groups. There's not that big of a gap in boy groups at the moment in terms of quality. There are boy groups that are still leading the pack. BTS is still number 1 in terms of both live performing and discography. 17 are still one of the leaders in right now they're like on a weird hiatus because of the military enlistment stuff, but they're still leaders in dance. They're still leaders in great discography, consistency, popularity, sales,
And in
Hype and
terms-
TXT.
And in terms of like the new generation of boy groups, I think they are consistently pretty.
Yeah, Boy
pretty
Next
competitive,
Door,
yeah.
Rise. There's good music with the boy groups.
Yeah.
There's good studio music with the girlies, but very weak performances live, which you don't really get them that badly with the boys for some fucking reason. And I think it's a multivariate equation, but there's certainly a gap in the female K-pop market, and I think Baby Monster has filled that gap, hence why they've become so popular, and people really champion them as they sing live, they perform well live, the girls are likable, they have a good idol image, there's no fucking scandal. The only scandal they had is a member left, then you had fucking Rami left as well, and but collapsed lungs or what the fuck, and then IYONG is the only one that brings in the controversies, but it's more just out of the idol life is how it goes.
It's just basically the netizens just picking on anything,
Which is just
particular,
K-pop.
which is just the way it goes sometimes. But I
in
do
the
think,
in the girl group market, there is a big gap. There's
Yeah,
a ginormous gap,
I
especially for
agree.
live concerts.
and YG sort of prioritizes that a
They
lot.
wanna do
and
that,
I for that reason, I really like that
Yeah.
vision.
Well,
Yes,
we look forward to seeing more vlogs.
this is good.